Every time I listen to this song, I feel that you and I need to go to like a disco nightclub. Like,
Go! 1, 2, 3.
We need to have like John Travolta join us as we
Oh, yes.
as we
Oh,
dance.
did you see
to
that movie?
disco.
What's the movie called?
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, my gosh.
That is an amazing movie. Wow.
But that's also old movie.
yes, it is an old.
John Travolta. But anyway.
And then when I think about John Travolta
Grease?
growing up, I think of him just dancing. He
Just
an amazing-
dancing?
like an amazing
But
dancer.
he did a lot of different kind of dance.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should invite him.
Do you know his number? Please,
I'll contact with
please
I will use all my connections.
find a way to get him here.
All my networking.
Okay, so today we're going to be looking at Tiara's unit group.
Tiaras. Yes, we
And fours.
There's a lot
Tono
of
Nirgi,
things to
Countryside
talk
Life.
about.
So this week it looks like that Stephanie wanted to seduce all of our male listeners by actually wearing something very similar to what Jiyeon wears on stage. She went for the see-through look, so I can see straight through her shirt. Nothing to,
Well, I'm wearing
ponder.
something.
Yeah, but
Doesn't look like.
I can see your underwear, girl. No, I'm just kidding.
What? This is not even a. This is like showing bra.
Well, no, okay, so her undergarment, I'm going to have to be careful here.
Why? You just can't say.
It's a 12 o'clock show, babe. I'm not a 10
It's
o'clock
a
show.
bra. So, what's wrong with that?
Okay,
But
you
it's
said
like
it, not
showing
me.
bra. It looks like
Yeah, it just looks like a
swimming,
top. Yeah,
the
just like a
bathing
top.
suit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It does. It looks like a top. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about fashion later. So we're going to talk about the dance now. For
Oh, we have a lot of
Tono Nirgi,
things
we
to
have a
talk
lot to talk
about.
about. In Tono Nirgi, just the choreography itself, they mix like 5 different dances.
yeah. Because
all
normally
together.
when the one song came out, it's like they have 1 point dance or 2
Yes.
if it's a lot.
Yeah.
But this one, they
like
do the shoulder shake, the hand shake, and like they do the little, the Tono Nirgi concept dance and what else?
MC Hammer dance.
MC Hammer and the wave, the bounce, a lot of things.
Yes.
They actually were talking about the TV show that everything was point dances.
Yes. So Tono Nirgi is actually
Korea's like
it's a drama that was super popular in the 80s and
a long time till 90s.
yes, it
How
was
long
so
they
popular.
played?
Oh,
Like
I
it's
played a
more
long time.
more than like 10 years.
Played a long time. So it was a huge drama here in Korea, and their producer. So according to Tiara and 4 members, their producer or their CEO really likes traditional Korean sound.
Right.
Which you can see in the background of the music. And he wanted to mix that in with
With the
hip-hop-
electronic hip-hop.
electronic hip-hop type
Like
of song.
everything.
Yes. So musically, also choreography, and even style.
Yeah, it's very
just
variety.
a mix of everything.
Yeah, and it's featured by there's a rapping and yeah. See, it's
From
not
1980 to 2002.
that's oh my gosh.
That's a long drama.
That's a lot. That's 22 years.
Okay, see, now when we think of that kind of story, you would normally think of the States because, we have years, we have seasons. So 1 season, 2 season, like
But
Friends
this one,
went up
it's like
into like, 10 seasons.
Right,
but
right.
this is completely different. This is just an ongoing kind of a...
So once a week, right? On Sunday. That's what I remember.
Was, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but-
kind of like soap operas.
Yeah, but
It was
it's like
kind of
for
like
a
soap
long
opera.
time.
Yeah. But yeah, so...
I loved it.
The music itself is huge.
It's the main. It was a main tema song.
Yes.
It's like da 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 da, and they put it into the hip hop sound. So it was interesting when I first hear it, and I saw the dance routine. I was like, oh my gosh.
So out of all the point dances today, let's go over the one that you actually showed.
Okay, one by one. First one. Oh, do you know Hyunjin Young? So when Hyunjin Young did Hyunjin Young Go, Jin Young Go.
Okay, before we go on, for a lot of our newer K-pop fans, Hyunjin Young was way back, early 90s celebrity. He
still dances amazing.
He still has amazing dances, and he has a lot of amazing vocals. For you SM fans, he was SM's first ever artist.
And we did a lot of remakes.
Oh yeah. Isuman was just starting off as a producer, and he took Hyunjin Young under his wing for his first album.
And then Yoo Young-jin after that.
Yes. And then he got very famous.
He got so famous.
For his singing style, because he likes to, what we like to say, scratch his vocals. And it's that, whenever they sing.
He got that R&B soul.
Very much.
And he did that pirouette when he turns.
Yes.
It looks like Michael Jackson, seriously. And he did, I don't know, it's like he did a lot of circus.
Exactly. He did a lot of interesting choreography to see back in the early 90s, especially here in Korea. And with that, he was able to create a song like Stephanie was talking about earlier. The Hyunjin Young, Go, Jin Young, Go.
It's the same dance routine when he did it, and they did it. Tiara also did it. They put it in their 전원일기 song. So I started with Hyunjin Young's dance, which is you actually, it's similar to You that we talked about last week, but this time it's more like manly steps. So all our male listeners can also do it. I mean, this is actually the guy's step.
Okay, so yeah, the choreography for Tiara's new track, 전원일기, actually is more of...
It's manly steps.
All manly steps. It's all male choreography if we put it into perspective.
Right. So, put your legs more high up.
Okay.
Because when we did last time, Yoo-hoo, it's like you're just like changing your feet. But this time you actually have to lift your feet. And then at the same time you are... How can I explain this?
I think I can explain it.
You're doing the Beyonce's arm movement.
Kind of. Actually, when I first came to Korea, in my first dance class, we had to take basic hip hop. And this choreography actually is from basic hip hop.
Right.
So this is how my teacher explained it to me.
Everything's basic.
So what you do is when you bring your knee up, think like you're folding your body in half. So you know when we had flip phones? You know how when we fold the flip phone, it folds shut? So use your tummy and think about it as a cell phone that folds, and then bring your torso down towards your knee. Kind of like you're doing a sit-up, but you're standing up. So you know when you're doing sit-ups, you're standing up, but you're just kind of crunching down, and then you
but
bring
when you do
your...
too much,
yeah, but it's going to look too funny. But yeah, so try and think that your
just think
chest,
of the image.
Yeah, think your chest is going to hit your knee. So bring your chest and knee as close as together, and just keep doing that. And
so,
that
but
is
your
the
knee
bounce.
is 90 degrees. It's not more higher than that. So actually, the first part they actually do the 2 bars of 8 counts. First part you don't really actually fold your upper body. You just use your hand.
Okay.
Just do the little feel. Looks like you are brushing your hair.
Okay.
Yeah. With changing arms. And the second part, you actually put your both arms down, like you said, that you are gonna fold your body.
Okay. And make the
like a cell phone, the old time cell phone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you think about it that way, so like Stephanie says in the beginning, don't really move your torso so much. Just use your legs, but then towards the second kind of aid, then all you need to do is start using your arms and kind of push down.
That's exactly the same dance routine with Hyunjin Young, Go, Jin Young Go's dance.
Yeah. So if you're like trying to break something in half, so like let's say if you're going to be a manly man and you want to try and break something with your knee, you just kind of
put it down.
Yeah, you bring it down. So you use your arms that way as well.
With a power action to it, so it gives it gives accent to it.
Okay.
So it looks more manly and powerful. It's strong dance. It's manly dance.
Okay. So it is a very
always have to
manly
think about that.
choreography. Now, that one is the first choreography in the video.
Right.
Now, I know that in the beginning of the song, in the beginning of the song,
Yeah, they do shakes.
you didn't do this in the point dance.
I didn't do it because maybe the next time, because dance, a lot of people did. A lot of artists did it.
Yeah, so
It's an arm shake. This is also basic step of the hip hop dance. They actually shake your. I also did it in X-Men like long time ago.
yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah. So I didn't do it because they have a much more special point dances. But when you see the TR's video, they do the arm shakes.
So that's another point dance.
When the song comes, it's like first. It's very beginning of the song, right?
And I remember seeing a lot of this. For those of you who saw the movie Honey with Jessica Alba, if you see the video in the movie, this
She's
particular arm shake comes out with.
This is like famous movement.
Yeah, it is a really basic, famous hip hop
that
dance.
Everyone actually do. So.
Yeah. When it comes into hip hop dance, it's kind of like crumping even. When you crump, in between, they do the shake. On street dancing, they do the shake.
It's in their body. So.
It's just, I feel this time around, they've wanted to kind of accent that a little bit more with, even though they're females, that they can still do this kind of a powerful choreography.
Because beginning of the song, it's hip hop plus electronic sound, so it fits. Yeah.
Okay, so that's up until 2 dances that we have
already.
And also the concept itself is very unique, because if you look at the girls' also attire as well, because we did talk a little bit about fashion, and obviously she's wearing the fashion right now. So if we look a little bit even in the fashion, we see that even Jiyeon of Tierra, she's sporting a lot of male hip hop artists attire,
and everyone's wearing the tennis shoes, the sneakers. So
I mean, she's wearing like big boy, big guy, long pants, stuff that we would see from like BAP or
it's very sporty.
Block B. She's wearing I don't know why this became a fad, but I have a big pet peeve with male rappers wearing black leggings under their shorts. This has become a huge trend these days.
Really?
All the celebrities are doing it.
Well, one of my dance choreographer, he always wears that.
That's why I don't like it. It looks weird.
Me no likey.
It looks weird. It's like
what are you wearing?
You know what it looks like? It kind of looks like in Street Dance or some type of movie, one of the ballet guys decided to put just hip hop shorts over his leotard.
They do that. I don't know why.
I don't know either. I don't think it looks cute. I feel
it's not cute. I think they're just doing.
Just go back to the sneakers and the high socks. I feel that the high socks were better.
Yeah, but
or go back to the 80s.
I went to the New York, actually Alvin Ailey, the dance studio. Do you know the company?
Yes,
Alvin Ailey. It's one of the famous, beautiful studio in New York. Actually, I heard Beyonce actually practice in their studio also. It's huge contemporary ballet company, and I went there and actually I saw the dancers. I think it was a dancer. I don't know. It was backup dancer. I don't know, but it was like a group of crowded male dancer. They were wearing like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
But that was like a year ago already.
Yeah. But yeah, so what happens is Tierra's Cheon is actually kind of
so it's copying
that. With that is she's wearing a very male type of attire. With her tank top, it's very big and it's see-through,
baggy,
but it's very baggy, stuff that you would see in like the late 80s, early 90s. Right. All right, well, we're going to talk about some more of the point dances and fashion. Because we just need to take a listen to the song. So what we're going to do... Already? We need to take a listen to the song. So here we go with our song of the day. Try to follow along with the video and the song as well.
We have a lot to talk about.
Oh, yes. Tierra's N for Singing Tone, your Countryside Life. We'll see you guys after this. Okay, we're we're back. We
are
have
back.
the very revealing Stephanie studio this one.
But see, when you listen to the music, I mean, I do the hip hop. And
it fits though.
Yeah, and hip-hop, but also to the 전원일기's movement.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about this. So we're going to talk a little bit about the 전원일기 dance in general.
Yeah. This is the whole concept of it.
Yes, and if you see the girls, and obviously you saw Stephanie as well, in the middle of the song, all of a sudden they're reaping. So they're picking props. They go down, they pick it up, and they're like,
and then,
"Oh, his hat!"
I know. They're like,
and then they go
waving
down,
their
and then they pick it up, and they're like, "Oh,
Don't-
my back hurts."
My back actually hurts. So.
You know what? Okay, I don't think this got on the video because I was trying to hear it, but it didn't go on. As soon as she was done with the choreography, she's like, "Oh, my back." Stephanie is a grandma.
Oh yeah. Well, that's my nickname.
But yeah, so the 전원일기 dance. Tell us a little bit more about it.
All right. So when you see the choreography, it's all of a sudden. Like I did the manly, the shake, and everything, the 현진영고 dance, and all of a sudden, I was going
전원일기, and then the song kind of just
and I go just
dies down.
downward up, and I like just do the little. This is kind of like a mime. I would say more like lyrical, dinga dance.
Obviously.
Yeah. So this one
Is the
comes
hardest.
with it's the hardest. It comes with a Korean traditional instrumental.
Yes.
Everything is in it, and with the electronic sound, hip hop, and plus our Korean traditional instrument, which is very interesting. And they do this dinga dance. The important thing is you are using your upper body and the shoulder, and it's like obviously you're drawing a circle with your chest.
Yeah, so
while you're rolling your shoulder.
now
You just have to. We're gonna put it in slow-mo to see more specifically, but it's kind of hard to explain it. But when you see it, your upper body, just think of you are drawing a circle, and you're just rolling your shoulders while you are drawing a circle.
Okay, so we've talked a little bit about this before with size choreography and whatnot about isolating in choreography.
This is a total isolation with the hips and the upper body and the shoulder.
Okay, so for our listeners who don't know what isolation is, could you explain that just a little bit?
It's a separation.
Okay.
It's you're separating a part of body to give more impact to the dance.
Okay. So, pretty much, when you see their dinga dance, if you want to practice this is what we do for warm-ups when we do choreography.
Just do it one by one and then just put it all together later on.
So if you want to try and get to know how much your torso can move, look in the mirror before you start doing this dance. Try and keep your shoulders in place. Keep your hips in place, and then just stick your chest out forward. So try and arch your back as much as possible, and bring your chest forward. And then
It's a basic step.
yeah, come back into the center, and then go to the side, and then come back to the center.
Yeah, you're doing the front, back, and
then
side.
go to the back,
everything.
and then come back to the center, and then go to the side. So once you know how far your body can stretch,
right.
then you can show a bigger movement.
You're
with
rolling.
the rolling.
With you're rolling your chest, but make sure that you plie your knee.
Okay.
It gives more hip hop feelings to it.
So, okay. So when you're doing this dance, so first it's the hand to the head.
Yes.
So you're pushing your head.
Ding. It's like actually when someone hit your head, it's like ding. So I think that's the concept of it.
I think so.
Yeah. So you're pushing your head with your own arm, your own hand. You go. You look to the left, and you come back. And then you're isolating your chest and your everything, your upper body and your knees and your hips and everything. But if this is too hard, just roll your upper body.
Okay.
Roll your chest. Don't do the shoulder.
Okay.
Shoulder is just rolling, but your chest is the main thing.
Okay, so a couple of our staff members are standing outside and they're very
I know,
curious. And they're like,
how
I don't get it.
You just have to see the video and
So, to help us out a little bit. So, you push your head, then you come back. Then when you start...
just draw a circle with your chest.
Which side?
Actually, you know what? It's right to the left, but when you draw a circle, I'm not saying that forward. Say that that you have a camera on top of your head, and it's from the sky view, and you're drawing a circle.
Okay,
to the left.
Once you think about it this way, so you move your head and then you come back, and then as soon as it comes back, it kind of, you know, when we see dominoes and stuff like that, when something comes, it kind of flicks back.
Right.
Oh, you know that when you go into doctors' offices in the States, there's a string of small little balls on strings, and if you hit the one on the side, it kind of goes back and forth. So similar concept. When you push your head back, then
it comes back.
As soon as it comes back, you use that momentum to start drawing a circle. So you push this, and then you start drawing a circle. So you say from right to left.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you know what? But the interesting part is, normally when your head goes to left, actually, your momentum is the key.
Okay.
So to the left, to the right,
and then
your chest, start from the right to left.
So when you use your head, come back, and then kind of as your body's lifted up, then you use that momentum to go.
Our PD님 is trying to do it. She's like, what? But it's not too hard when you see the video.
You know what we're going to do?
What?
I don't know if we're going to be able to post it, but today we all leave for a workshop. Our entire staff leaves for a workshop today. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab our executive producer, and I'm going to try and make him do this dance.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
See, I mean, seriously, everyone can do it.
So, yeah, I know that it's kind of hard for us to explain it over the air.
But when you see the video, actually, we also going to play the slow-mo, which will be the funniest part.
You're going to see...
I'll be like... Sorry, my belly's showing, but yeah.
You don't have a belly to show.
I have it.
No, you don't. But yeah, so using your momentum is, I think, the key. So for those of you who don't think that you know what isolation is yet, so just, push your head, and then once you come back, you're, obviously the movement of going back and forth. So using that motion and momentum, you're already up, so to speak. And then you just use that to come back down again. So it's like a Viking. You go up, and then you come back, and then you go back again.
So the important part also is to bounce a little bit.
But I feel
to give more momentum to it.
I feel that even if you don't want to bounce, you have to bounce.
Exactly. So bounce is
important.
Important. It's the basic thing.
Now, when I first saw the choreography, I was just like, maybe.
And when actually they do ding, they plie, which is the bounce.
So that's how they get their bounce. So once they do ding, and so when you put your head to the side, you kind of squat down a little bit.
Right.
So you plie just a little bit. And then when they come back to help their chest move, they have their hands on their waist. So it helps you move a little bit better. Yeah.
See, you're doing it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, somehow it will help when you see the video.
Now, I've noticed that even with some of our staff members right now who are trying it, because they've never really noticed how to push their chest out before, it would be really good to practice this, and it's really good stretching. I have a bad back, and so does Stephanie, and this is good stretching for your back, too.
What you've talked about the earlier, when you wake up in the morning and do the exercise, you just do the basic hip-hop step. Like, you put your chest forward to the side and the back, and then after that, roll your chest.
So this is what happens is you're rolling a lot of you're stretching out a lot of your body. Now, I know that it feels weird for a lot of people because even if girls, we stand up straight, we feel that that's just the maximum. But what you have to do is you have to think about somebody's pushing your back forward. All the way forward. So try and keep your shoulders forward and then just keep pushing back. And then,
this is isolation. Your head is not following it. She's like doing it's not like it looks like you're really drunk or something.
Wait, you know what we should do? I feel that maybe later on when we go to the workshop, Steven, Steven, where did he go?
Steven!
Steven, I need to see him do the dinga dinga dance. I
Oh
think
my
it'll be
God.
so hilarious.
Oh my God, he'll do it.
He's not officially a part of our show, but I feel that each week, thanks to Gentleman, he is becoming on our show like almost
Oh my
every
God, he's
week.
a huge. Now he's
He's the star
he's
of
a
our segment.
celebrity.
He's the star of our segment.
It's the funniest thing. Oh my God.
But yes, isolation is a little bit harder. So to practice this, because I know that you're probably thinking, why? Why is it that the TR members have such big movement and I have such small movement? I feel that instead of coming back, the extending, what I've been
Right.
constantly talking about right now, the extending of your chest. So arching your back as much as possible
Yep.
to bring your torso out.
Yeah, and you know why? You know why? TR is wearing the baggy shirt.
To make it look big.
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like the movement is big. It looks bigger with the baggy shirt, like what I wear today.
Yes, what you wore today.
Yeah, so that actually helps.
Okay. All right. So it's really good workout too. So this last week we were looking at a little bit more of a cardio workout.
Right.
This one is, I guess you could tone your muscles too.
Yeah, but actually this is like a very basic hip hop movement. So you can actually practice. It's good to practice with.
Okay. So if you really want to get into different hip hop genres of dancing, it's super easy for you to
And
follow
we
this.
have to talk about MC Hammer.
Oh yes, Last Dance.
Yes. It's Last Dance. It's after. It's right between the Dinga Dinga dance.
They change formation.
When they change the formation, they do actually MC Hammer dance, which is your stepping. When your step is, you do the little petite steps.
So if you want to go back to the 80s and you type in "can't touch this," he moves his torso and then he
with
goes
the
to the
petite
side.
steps.
Yeah, with small little steps.
It's
So
the same thing. It's the same
Same
thing
thing.
with the upper body wave. The body wave still, it's still on. That's also the isolation too.
True.
Because
True.
the legs are moving so fast.
So you're just tapping your step.
Yes.
And then we
It's a
were
small
talking about
step.
earlier, you're moving your chest. So you're moving your chest a little bit.
Right? And you just roll your chest while you're stepping it.
So you're stepping while we're rolling what we just told you about.
That's not too hard. Just think about MC Hammer. Yep.
All right, so much to talk about today.
Wow.
All right, so it looks like we
Crazy.
have to say goodbye.
Already?
So we finished all the choreography. If you guys want to keep practicing, we even have it in on slow-mo. So keep taking a look at Stephanie's video. And
Maybe we should tape the video tape. I don't know, the basic exercise hip hop movement.
Wait, that's
with,
next week then.
with Ida
No.
and me.
No.
So who can
Why
everyone
me?
can follow?
Why me?
No,
Why me?
seriously.
Then we're gonna have to take one ballet video, one hip hop video, one jazz video.
But what I'm talking about is the basic step, so everyone can actually.
You can do it. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say goodbye to Stephanie because I don't want her to stay in the studio right now. She's gonna make
I'm
me
gonna
dance.
stay.
So as we say goodbye to her, we'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.